From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, well, on Thursdays we get new updates as far as the drought monitor, and guess who still has some need for rain and water? Just happens to be on the northwest side of our viewing area. Well, as you go further north from Tulsa, it's still like there's no water in ponds to speak of, and down to the south where we picked up 5 inches of rain to 6 inches of rain, it really cleared out a lot of southeastern Oklahoma, especially in Pittsburgh County. So again, that's getting pushed way down, but we are still not great. We've improved a little bit in some of these areas, but there's still a lack of any water running off. Now, we've had Hula that is just 1 foot below normal, and it's still dry, but at least there's some inflow. Now, as far as the Little Caney is concerned, that is just moving very slowly. In fact, right now there's no water moving in to Copan Reservoir, and so that's a bit of a problem because it's at 7 feet below normal, and we need some rain. This came in from Jason today about the Little Caney River. This is just downstream from the water intake area for right around the Caney River, and so unfortunately there's no water, there's no running water. And so that's why we still have an issue there. Well, some of us are going to have an issue because the sun is setting, and then on Sunday night it's going to be totally dark by this time. I'm not trying to depress you at all because I don't like it either, as far as I love the sunlight, and a lot of folks do. But this is going to be the weekend in which we fall back. We get an extra hour of sleep. That's welcome news. So as we've looked at what's going on tonight at 6:27, Friday night 6:26, 6:25 on Saturday evening, then boom, there we go. Sunday night, be prepared because it is going to get dark really, really fast from here on out. We're losing about 2 minutes of daylight a day, just to give you an idea. But we're at 60 degrees. Maybe that makes you feel better, and we're not freezing to death, so there's good news. And most of us in the 50s to low 60s at this hour. The warmest temperature coming in at 63 over at Pogue Airport in Sand Springs. We are down to 57, though, coming in right around the Pryor area. 59 in Muskogee. 59 also up in Coffeyville. Out to the west, temperatures were a little bit warmer in the Panhandle, where we were well into the 70s. Tonight, through the morning hours, not as cold. That'll be welcome news, as morning lows will be generally in the low 40s to around 40, a few upper 30s, especially in valley locations. The winds will be fairly light. So some areas that are especially in valleys that are protected, you could get down to 34 or 35. Tomorrow, though, south winds and temperatures will be in the upper 60s. Should be a great afternoon, and that will set us up for high school football games for the last Friday night of the regular season before playoffs begin. And temperatures are going to be perfect compared to last week. It is just about, I would say, about 5 to 10 times more perfect than what it was last week. But we'll be in the 50s, not too bad. And of course, we have our games coming up in Stillwater and also here in Tulsa. Should be great for the kickoff at 2:30 in Stillwater and 3 o'clock here in Tulsa. South winds, we've knocked the winds down a little bit, so that's going to be helpful, and so it won't be as breezy. Lots of things yet to do this weekend. These are just some of the weekend events. We'll look at some more coming up, but it gives you an idea that there's several places you can go to enjoy some of the fall things that happen this time of year. Saturday's highs in the low 70s across our area. By the time we're in Sunday, it's even warmer. We'll be in the mid 70s, and winds will be a little stronger out of the south, most likely on Sunday afternoon, maybe some gusts around 20, 25. The rain chances, though, are pretty slim here, and then the only rain chances we really find would be a sprinkle maybe on Wednesday when there's a transition of next week. It does get colder, but right around Veterans Day doesn't look too bad. It's chilly, but it's not awful cold, because we've had some awful cold in the past. And this warming trend going on across the country, not too bad, and it should stick around, at least until about Wednesday. All right, here's the forecast, 49 at 9, and a quiet night. As we look on into the time period for the morning hours, will be a little chilly, and some folks will be cold, depending upon how you can tolerate cold. By the time we are setting at noon, we're already at 60. Winds are picking up a little bit. Ideal weather for the weekend. Wow, that is just great. Don't forget, as we said, fall back. Get an hour of sleep early Sunday morning, or extra hour, we could say. And then gorgeous weather. Gets a little cold again later next week, but still looks good.
It does. All right, we'll take that any day.
We all might need an extra hour of sleep after bed.